Hello everyone, this is Jen Dingalan and we're back for another session of Mentor Me Online. Dito po tayo ngayon sa RFM Corporate Center, Go Negosyo Prosperity Hub, ang bagong co-working space po ng Go Negosyo at magiging mentorship hub for those who aspires to be business owners as well. So ginagawa po nyo ang ating Mentor Me app using the Mentor Me Online. So pwede nyo po siyang i-download using Google Play Store and Apple Play Store. So just to show you paano gamitin yung ating application, we'll run through it. Punta lang po kayo sa inyong Google Play Store and Apple. And then type Mentor Me app. Ito po yung ating icon app. Click nyo lang siya and then sign in na sa Menti. Ayan. So ito yung interface niya. So kung makikita nyo, ayan, meron tayong mga public blogs from our mentors na pwede nyo pong basahin. Ayan. So, some are parking your business from Sir Butch Salvador, leading women from Miss Grace. So, she's now here then also. And to start off your mentorship session, ayan, nakita nyo po yung no mentorship ongoing. So, search lang kayo for mentors. Nakita nyo, marami tayong mga topics na pwede nyo pagpilian. Meron tayong entrepreneur setting, may product development, operations management, accounting, taxation, business law, marketing, up to digital transformation, which is our topic for today for our Mentor Me Online. So, click nyo lang siya. Ayan. So, it's now searching for a mentor. Ayan. So, nakita nyo, mentorship has initiated kay Sir Miguel Balmaceda. Alright. So, ganun lang siya kadali. Wala kayong ibang kailangan gawin kung di-download yung ating application. So, now sa mga nanonood nating negosyantes, drop your comments sa ating comment box at mag-download po kayo ng ating application. Alright, so kilalanan natin yung ating mga mentors for today. We'll start off, Sir Zeri.
Hello.
Ayan, hi Sir Zeri, good
Hi,
afternoon
good
po.
afternoon.
Sir, pakilala ka naman sa ating mga mentees na nanonood.
Good afternoon. Ako po si Jerry Yao. Actually, isa po ang guro. Ay natuturo po ako sa College of St. Benil sa Metap. And isa po akong entrepreneur by birth. I'm a marketer by profession.
Right, thank you sir. Next, Sir Jaymar.
Yeah. So hello, I'm Jaymar. I'm from Highland City. We're a Microsoft partner company. We're focusing on website development, mobile app development, and of course digital marketing. So we can help for those digital marketing needs.
Right, thank you Jaymar. Next, you have Miss Grace, the lady among the hearts.
Yes, hi everyone. I'm Engineer Grace Bondan Nicolas and I'm the co-founder and COO of TAG Media Group. So for today, I'm going to discuss naman, it will be under my another company, TAG Media and Public Relations, since the topic is digital marketing. So we're handling different companies right now, from corporate to government, for campaigns, blogging, vlogging, and all. With regards to digital marketing, just let me know also.
Right, thank you Miss Grace. And finally, Sir Miguel of Codex.
Hi, I'm Miguel Balmaceda of QuadX. We're an e-commerce enabler focusing mainly on logistics and payments. So for everybody who wants to start a business, particularly the ones that are online, you're the kind of partners that we're looking for.
Right, thank you so much, Sir Miguel. So, we'll start off our discussion by asking, for you ba, mentors, ano ba yung importance ng digital marketing and paano ba magsimula? Yeah. Anyone would like to start po? Miss Grace.
First thing kasi ako, kaya ako nakapunta dun sa digital marketing, I started in blogging muna. I stayed in US kasi 1997. My main purpose during that time is to reach my family in the Philippines. Kasi it's very expensive, you know, calling from US. Here, I spent like $10,000 a month. So it's like, wow, mauubos yata yung kinikita natin sa abroad, di ba? So I learned HTML and then during that time, it's very accessible. Alam mo yun? So I start doing my blogging and then eventually it begins my advocacy. I reach my family in the Philippines. It's very accessible and all. So yun, kaya ako nakapag-start ng digital marketing. Now, it's not just an advocacy. I'm earning from it now, and I would say to encourage everyone, right now we're earning 6 digits because of digital marketing. And if we're going to check, we just started blogging just to reach my family in the Philippines. And that's 1997. It's very hard power using girl pages. wala pang Blogspot.
Mhm.
Alam mo yun yung time pa ng Friendster.
Mhm.
Kaya wala pang Facebook during that time. And yet, before, a lot dinidiscourage yung parang nakikipaglokohan ka lang, nakikipagkwentuhan ka lang. But right now, no. Don't forget that 45 million Filipinos right now are in social media or using Facebook. Diba? You can utilize digital marketing, social media, and you can earn more.
Wow.
Ayan. Don't forget also before, wala namang social media manager.
Mhm.
But right now, 50,000 you can have it per month.
Mhm.
Imagine that, and hindi mo yun napag-aralan sa school. So, kung ako sa inyo, well, because that's my experience, so I'm just, if you want to pursue digital marketing, social media, focus.
So, from Miss Grace, it is very important na i-maximize yung ways ng digital marketing through blogging, for example, and yun nga, maximizing social media. Yes, Sir Miguel.
Ako naman yung experience ko, I come from fast-moving consumer goods. So, sanay kami na ang mga marketing campaigns namin all the time used to come in the very, very napakalaki ng scale nila lagi. TV commercial, radio, print, ganyan. So, with the advent of digital marketing, you don't have to invest so much on something na might be an experiment. Pwede kang mag-try, you can do A/B testing so that you don't have to shell out or ubusin mo yung buong budget mo on one shot. So, it's something that's nice to learn kasi tulad na sabi ni Ms. Grace, you can now really target the people you're working with. Hindi na siya kailangan pupusta ka on a placement spot ng 9 p.m. during prime time ng TV, and it's something that we can be more efficient with and more responsive as marketers or as businessmen. So, tulad sabi ni Ms. Grace, it's something that's worthwhile. It doesn't take a lot to start experimenting. Yun yung siguro one thing that I learned about.
So, you talk about yung advantage mo nung paggamit.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, sir.
In
Kayo naman, Sir Zay.
my case, accidental lang eh. So, I'm more of a traditional marketer.
Mhm.
So, may lugawan ako. I place it in Robinson's Supermarket, 168 at Tuban. Eventually, nung nag-opening ako, picture-picture na kami. And my wife loved to post pictures sa Facebook. Then, nakikita yung mga product namin. May mga kaibigan, mga friends niya sa school na pinagtatrabahuan niya. May meeting, umu-order sa amin.
Mhm.
Tapos sabi ko, okay ito parang mas maganda pa kasi pag nagbukas ako sa tindahan, hindi ko sure kung mabebenta ko. Pero pag order sa akin online, minsan merong 50 cups ng lugaw, 100 cups ng lugaw, plus 200 pieces ng lumpia. Sure sale na yun. So, doon na nagsimula. Then, eventually nagkaroon ako ng problema sa business. Isa sa mga problema sa traditional business is employees. So, mahal sa employee ko. Bigla, so I was forced to shut down. And tamang-tama naman, pumasok mga apps, si Grab's Food, si Foodpanda. I deal with them. I make some computation. Meron silang hinihingi na royalty and percentage sa akin. But I just operate by tindahan namin sa bahay. Komisari na lang. At mas maganda pa minsan eh. Kasi yung price ko sa store, sa physical store ko, di ako mapag-mark up. Magtatas ako ng 2 pesos pag reklamo yung customer ko. And because of Grab Food, iba yung target market niya. Yung medyo may afford, mas maganda yung mas flexible ako. Hindi ko kailangan mag-deliver, hindi ko mahirapan, hindi ko kailangan i-deliver pa yung mga supply sa tindahan, which is a traditional one, sa bahay na operation. And yung price range ko, kaya ko mas ibigyan ng mas maganda markup yung price ko. At wala nagre-reklamo. So, yun yung sometimes you have to have the problem first para magkaroon ka ng initiative po lumipat sa isang broadband platform.
Yes.
Just like to add also, with regards to the construction company that I'm handling naman, with the website that we have, 80% of the clients from the website. Kasi I don't know kung meron pa ngayon yung Yellow Pages. Ngayon kasi yung mga starter clients natin, especially yung mga foreigners, sino nakapagpagawa ng bahay sa Philippines? Kadalasan, mga foreigners or nakapag-asawa ng foreigners. Kasi they're the one who has the budget. Ano yan eh, nasa office, nag-check, sino bang contractor? Diba? Hindi na para tumingin sa Yellow Pages, I don't know nga kung meron pa. Okay? Diba? It's very easy and then siguro nag-search sila, halimbawa Laguna, lumabas yung website namin. So talagang 80% with regards to our statistics online. And that's
Nahahanap
construction. Nahahanap. Oo.
I think very critical and probably si Jamer mas yung makakatulong sa atin ng this.
Yeah.
Pero parang the building kung ano yung content ng website mo or your Facebook account really is something that's very, very helpful. People, your market trust testimonials or the word of mouth from their fellow consumers more than anything. And having all of that available is something very critical. Siguro ba Daymar can help building on the website building
Yes,
side naman.
Jaymar.
Speaking of that, kami sa Highly Success, nag-start kasi kami sa yung mga tinutulungan namin sa SMEs talaga, yung mga small businesses na gustong mag-digital transformation. So, ang nangyayari, yung mga problem nila, for example, karamihan, nagbibigay ng flyers. So, nagbibigay sila ng flyers, ang number one issue nila doon is pagkabigay ng flyers, tinatapon agad. So, basically, nagtatapon sila ng 2 pesos, 3 pesos every time na bibigay sila ng flyers. So, another one is yung pag-print ng tarpaulin tapos ipapako sa mga puno. It's very traditional. So, ginagawa nila yun kasi hoping na makita ng maraming tao. So, yun yung tinatawag namin traditional marketing. So, yung mga yun, hindi mo alam, wala kang report kung sino yung nakakita, anong gender nakita, anong life interest. So, sa digital marketing naman, tulad kay Facebook, kay Google, alam mo kung sino yung mga nakakita dun sa ads mo, may statistics. So, yun yung mga one of the reasons kung bakit marami nag-transform into digital marketing compared dun sa traditional one. Tapos, another one, kasi sa Highly Success, we do also website development. Sabi nga ng isang mentor last time sa coding event din, you can't have a business if you don't have a website. So, website now is a must-have na rin. Hindi lang basta-basta website. Your website must be optimized, must be yung design-wise. Hindi na yung lumang website. Dapat mobile responsive na rin siya. Kasi lahat ng tao ngayon is on mobile phones. So, compatible siya in desktop and mobile and tablets. So, yun yung ino-optimize namin. Tapos, we have what we call search engine optimization. So, yun naman yung dahilan para mag-rank ka within the Google search. For example, I search construction supplies in Muntinlupa. So, kailangan mag-number 1 yung website mo against dun sa million yung nalalabas sa website. So, that's the science of SEO. So, yun yung step na ginagawa namin para iangat yung website mo. Kasi when you have a business, tapos nagbutan ka ng website, it's like putting a store sa paligid ng puro din store. So, ano yung pinagkaiba mo sa kanila? It's like nasa Divisoria ka, tapos yung mga nasa paligid mo, same lang din ng mga products. So, sa SEO, gagawin natin mag-stand out yung brand mo, and then yung sa website development, papaguhin at i-optimize natin yung mga image, yung compatibility and responsiveness para mas user-friendly ka at mas mahikayat yung user para sa'yo. So, that's medyo deep part ng website development. Kasi iniisip na kapag may website ka, automatic, wow, boom yung business. So it's not like that. It's a lot of work pa compared dun sa dati kasi pag may website ka, kakaiba ka na eh. So karamihan ngayon na yung website, paano ka ba na wala ka pang website? Paano ka mag-compete sa mga kalat?
Actually, my next is ma'am.
Yeah, I actually agree with Jaymar.
Yes.
And that's why sa kanya ako nagpagawa ng Tagmedia.Asia at saka ng very successful na Asia Leaders Awards. Kasi yun talaga ang tinitingnan. Ang kasabihan niya, no, you're going to be only credible if you are searchable. Okay? Kasi halimbawa San Miguel, tapos may mag-google, hindi naman namin makita to eh. Credible ba to? Legal ba to? Diba? So that's why doon naman papasok yung mga bloggers who are very, very helpful talaga. Meron kaming mga client talaga na like in one whole year, 500 blogs ang ini-engage sa amin. Para when people search them, may makikita. Diba? So, and don't forget also, very affordable. Diba? So, ayan. So, ang push ko talaga also is for blogging.
Yes,
Sana ko rin yung sinabi niya about analytics, meron ng number. Sa marketing, we are very keen in terms of marketing research. And traditionally, nung nag-aaral ako ng marketing, to do a marketing research is a hell. lalabas ka, tatanong-tanong ka, consumer insight, isa-isahin mo, mapofocus ka. Abuti ka ng 2 buwan para makatapos ka ng konting research. Together. Ngayon, ano kailangan mo? Ano mabenta sa branch na to? Okay, for a convenience store, ano mabenta to? They have this, yung mga rewards card. Using the rewards card system, yung mga point system nila, ang tingin ng consumer is just a point. But for the marketing team, it's data. Very useful data na pag si Ma'am Grace, anong branch siya ng convenience store na ito pupunta, alam ko. Anong binibili niya lagi, anong oras siya bumibili, at magkano binibili, ini-spend niya sa store na ito, alam ko. So, as a marketer, as a retail merchandiser, alam ko kung anong stock ilalagay ko sa branch na ito, anong stock ilalagay sa kabilang branch. Because, at hindi na mahirap gawin yung data. At nandiyan na kasi yung data dahil because of this technology. Hindi na kagaya ng survey ka pa, mag-inventory ka pa nung muna na traditional ng araw. Magsasarado ako ng tindahan para inventory yung lahat, kung ano mabenta. Ngayon hindi na. At the tip of your finger, isang pindot na lang, lalabas yung data, you have just have to analyze it. Ano kayo for natin para
Yeah, and I guess siguro more than anything, yung the technology is there and the analytics are there. It's a matter of us putting the right amount of effort and preparing on how to understand these things. Kasi, tulad nga sabi na kanina, you're more legitimate if you have a website, and with your website, you can see kung sino yung pupunta sa inyo, with your ads on social media or on Google, nakita mo kung sino yung naghahanap ng market mo. So, it's putting the work into so that you make those things more efficient. Kasi, makakatulong nga by you being online so that you don't have to do a lot of other effort. So, example, tulad ng sabi ni Sir Jerry kanina, hindi mo na kailangan magtayo ng maraming billboards, hindi mo na kailangan magtayo ng maraming tarpaulin since you already have social media. Pero kapag yung social media, shotgunin mo lang din or bara-bara mo lang din pupuntahan, baka hindi rin siya maging worth it for you. So it has to be a conscious thought process or meron kang tunay na idea kung sino yung tamang tina-target. Then that's when you can engage and put that strategy into your Google search, your social media, even on the kind of bloggers that you're trying to get in touch with. Kasi you're talking more intently towards the people na talagang gusto mong kausapin. Hindi ka na mag-offer ng construction materials sa isang tao na wala namang plano magpatayo ng bahay.
Na nasa music.
Oo, ganyan. So, ang kakausapin mo is yung new family na naghahanap bumili ng lote at ngayon super targeted na mga
Kumbaga, it helps you then to find the right market.
Yeah.
Targeted
Yes.
market.
Ma-share ko lang din with regards to the right target, influencer, and the target client na dugtungan ko lang sinabi ni Sir, no? Like 4-5 years ago, meron akong ginawang online gaming company. So it's a multi-billion peso company here in the Philippines. The CEO actually napalagay pa siya sa Forbes na magazine, front page. Ganun siya kagaling, ka-successful. So he asked me, actually, I'm the one handling as a social media PR. So we're handling that event, and the budget is 2 million per day. That big is the company. So ang gusto niya, makakuha kami ng influencer to invite itong mga manpower kasi mag-hire. It's a recruitment event. Okay, na 500. So what happened, we engaged this influencer, we paid him $10,000 or during that time, 500,000. So 500,000 just to tweet for a week. And even the content, ako yung gumagawa. Just because we just need that influencer. Ang nangyari dito, the follower, hindi pala niya target. Oo. So what happened, we engaged another one, isang tweet lang niya, talagang nakapagdala siya ng 500 people on the event. So anong point natin dito? Even getting the influencer, dapat fit dun sa idea or dun sa objective. Ayan.
Marami ka rin klaseng influencer.
That's right.
May mga sporty type, mayroon naman pang fashion.
Yes.
I have a lot of students na social media influencer.
Yeah.
One of them is Miss Chinchin Oksina. She's into fashion, travel, and hairstyle. So pagka medyo maliliis mo yung product, hindi magiging worth yung followers niya.
The same as what he mentioned, ano, halimbawa unpertis. Tapos alam naman natin ang following yan. Tapos bigla natin i-push sa halimbawa sa online gaming nga, hindi pasok. Di ba?
Minamatch din niya yung target market.
That's right.
I think yung principles naman of correct marketing, meaning knowing who your market is, and then itutuhog mo lang na lahat ng ginagawa mo is geared towards that. That doesn't change. It's just that ngayon, there are some steps that you can cut out or become more efficient in. Tulad sabi Sir Jerry kanina, hindi mo na kailangan mag-spend ng 2 months of your time doing market research. You can actually jump into doing campaigns online na very, very cost efficient. Baka mas mura pa yun kaysa dun sa taong binayaran mo to do the market research, and you can see how it will respond right away. So, I think yung general thought lang dito is, huwag tayong maging masyadong intimidated by the complexity of everything.
Yes.
There are small steps na we can do on a daily basis na hindi nyo kailangan i-overly complicate yung buhay nyo. Lalo na kapag MSMEs na kausap kasi natin yun, kayo din naman yung procurement, kayo din naman yung finance and everything else. So, there are available tips, and so I think some of us will talk about
Yeah. So having that say so, no, sir. Ako, curious lang ako. So speaking, di ba, MSMEs yung ating mga tina-target na ngayon because we believe that they need it. Social media, digital transformation. Pero yung iba kasi, hindi pa ganun talaga sila open-minded. How do you encourage them in your own ways?
Actually, isa sa pinaka-advantage ng digital, then,
Kagaya ng story mo, sir. Yes.
Magkano sa Manila alone, so dito sa Pilipinas, mahina yung 20,000 naman. Ang pangit pa ng pwesto mo. Diba? Sa Divisoria, I think magre-reach kami ng 40. 40 may pataas. Mura din pag nakakuha ng 40,000 talo. So, yun pala malaki ng advantage tapos hihinga ka ng 3 months advance, 1 month deposit. Magkano na yung 40,000 na yan? Yung tinitinta ko, lugaw lang, tapos ang kailangan ko ilabas sa rent ko, 160,000. Parang, how can I survive with this kind of setup, di ba? Even though sabi mo nga, di na ako magbabayad ng 3 months. With digital, imagine nakabenta ako ng 100 cups kasi meron silang conference. Iba nga tinatanggihan ko Hindi ko kaya Gusto nila 200 cups kasi 500 people o gano'n. Tinatanggihan ko kasi hindi ko kaya, malit lang ako. But nakikita mo yung potential ng market nandun without the rent.
Yes, very good example. I like it. Dahil ko natutunan na. In fairness. Yes. Kayo po, any other answers from the question?
For me is yung reach.
Reach.
Katulad kanina, binanggit yung about flyering. Yung reach kasi in social media, alam naman natin, it's not just locally, it's global na nga di ba? So for me, one thing is yung reach.
Significant.
May multiplier effect na tinatawag.
Grease.
And faster.
Yes. Okay, sir.
Ako, ang advantage, there are actually tools that can help make your life easier. Even, for example, on Facebook, pwede mong i-fix yung budget mo tapos si Facebook na yung mag-allocate on which of your assets or which of your materials ang people are responding to more. So, in that sense, nagbuwas ka na ng isang tao na talagang babantayan yun. If you just set it up properly, I think tututukan mo na siya. So, I think aside from what I mentioned, there are a lot of tools that can help you go into an online business. Whether they be, well, speaking for myself, it's about delivery and payments, tapos or these optimizers for your budget on Google and Facebook. So, hindi nyo kailangan overthink na additional work. Talagang you can utilize those, and those are things na parang less things na babantayan. Kasi nga marami tayong hats or marami tayong rules sa MSMEs.
For us, may dagdag ko lang, mabigay ko lang yung idea with regards to the theme parks that I'm handling right now. Na-mention ko naman, di ba, we're handling 5 theme parks here in the Philippines under Sumanity Group. We have Subic Safari, Subic, Paradiso in Mendez, Cavite, and then we have residency in Tagaytay, Sukulit Hills in Bohol, and also Sokovia in Clark, Pampanga, and one in Japan. We're spending 50,000 a month on Facebook marketing. But the return just in one park in Subic Safari, our sales is 240 million a year. So if you're going to check 50,000 a month times 12, that's 600,000. What is 600,000 pesos if your sales is 214 million a year? So for us, it's very effective. And that's why nga, congratulations Karen, the digital marketing, kasi alam ko may bono siya this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ayan, ikaw naman, Jmar, for sure, as
yeah.
sa work mo, madalas mo itong
Yeah.
nararanasan.
Actually, sa highly succeed naman, we sell by fear. So, ibig sabihin, we sell by fear, bakit ka mo kailangan mag-transform sa digital? Kasi lahat ng kalaban mo, nag-turn na sa digital. So, takot silang mapag-iwanan, takot silang malugi, takot silang hindi mag-adjust. So, that's simple. We sell by fear. Pag takot kang matalo, pag takot kang malugi, then you need to adjust. So, yun yung pinaka-basic na kung bakit ka dapat mag-digital transformation.
Ulit, maikwento ko lang, I have so many friends right now who are multi-millionaire because of just selling on Facebook. Before, parang naglolokohan lang magtitinda ka sa Facebook, parang hindi totoo, di ba? Parang chismisan lang yan But right now, if we're going to check, they're also part of the mentors here in Go Negosyo. Talagang after 2 years, after 7 years, multi-millionaire. Oo. Talagang sinasabi nila na sa umpisa talagang hirap, Facebook marketing. Pero hindi kasama na rin doon of course yung content and the product. Talaga namang maganda, di ba? Maybe timing. And don't forget, Philippines or even, I think in the whole world, mas maraming kababaihan. Which means to say na ang target client niya kasi pagpapaganda, kababaihan. Lahat tayo, sample natin gumagamit ng sabon. Diba? In the whole family, katulad namin, we're 5, lahat kami gumagamit ng sabon. Lahat din gusto maging maganda, diba? Feel good, something like that. Sino ba may gusto maging pangit? Diba? So, ang point natin dito, digital marketing is really effective.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much, mentors. So, before we move on to our next question, shoutout lang tayo sa ating mga nanonood ngayon na negosyantes. Shoutout to Roan Torres, our media team, Den and Sheila. Wow. And then meron tayo dito mga on-site mentees. Hi! Hello naman kayo dyan. Ayan. Hindi pa naman konti lang. Ayan. Hello. Meron tayong audience dito ngayon na maya-maya tatanong din sa ating mga mentor. Just let me know po if meron na kayong questions. And then kay Ma'am Catherine Van Der Tol, sabi niya, gusto na yan. Okay, ito. Sabi niya, we sell more online too than our physical stores. Just boost and choose your niche and the radius you want to penetrate. Ayan, ating po negosyo. Yes.
Siguro na add something lang. So, dun sa mga may stores naman, physical stores, brick and mortar stores, hindi nyo kailangan matakot na mumamatay yung tindahan niyo. Actually, there's going to be a very critical na interaction ng brick and mortar and online. Tinatawag nila ang online to offline experience. Kasi there will be some people that are generally may hesitation pa rin siya about na hindi kayo nakikita or online entity lang kayo. Having one physical store as a means point of reference and offering a different kind of experience while you're there sa physical store nyo and having that interact to their online store will be very helpful. So for example, yung lugawan ni Sir Jerry, kung nas doon sa lugawan niya, syempre may smell element yun, mas may kita mo na linuluto siya. And then that's going to be very separate from his online store in your Foodpanda or Grab. So magkakaroon siya ng interaction. So even those na karamihan na sa brick and mortar yun, hindi nyo kailangan isipin na papatayin ako ng online business. In fact, pwede nyo gamitin yung online presence nyo to funnel more traffic to your offline business. And your offline business, people na ma-encounter nyo doon, sabihin nyo, we are also available on these platforms, whether it be Facebook, yung marketplaces like Lazada and Shopee, or kung nasa malls kayo, ganyan. That can help drive traffic there. So, huwag tayong matakot na mamamatay yung online. There's going to be an interaction of this.
Yes, I agree with him. Kasi digital is not here to kill the offline.
Yes.
Okay? It should complement. Digital will not work alone. The traditional will not work alone. For example, you have a website. Nobody knows about your website. How do you do that? Of course, nandiyan pa rin yung ating traditional. You have a Facebook. Di ba? Kaya nga sa commercial nakikita mo, like us on Facebook. That becomes the medium or the transportation para from offline going to online. And of course, in order for you to create that uso-uso buzzword yun, customer experience, kailangan tulungan yan. sabi nga niya, hindi naaamoy yung lugaw ko sa online. And nandun pa rin. So, my offline store, when I go back to offline brick and mortar, the brick and mortar will become my showroom. Nung last MMOW, meron akong may lumapit sa akin na nagbabarbecue raw siya sa Menjola. Sabi ko sa kanya, mag-online ka. Tapos at the same time, yung tindahan mo, yung sa bangketa daw siya, yun ang pinaka-showroom mo. So, dalawa na ang source of income mo. And this is what we call omni-channel. Before, kasi we were using different channels separately. And last time I talked about omni-channel sa SMX. Omni-channel is, kagaya, nakita ko sa website, naglagay ako sa cart, kinikot na sa cart. Through SMS, in-SMS ako, sabi, you still have an item in your cart, so doon ko binili. Then, pinuntahan ko sa store, doon ko pinig up. So, each channel or each journey of the customer complements each other. So, hindi siya dapat maglaban or magsapawan, but because they have to work together. Diba? Para to make that strategy more stronger.
I think nasagot niyo na yung sagot yung tanong ni Mel dito. Sabi niya kasi, digital marketing opens a vast opportunity for our entrepreneurs to properly and effectively market their products and services. With this, how will the traditional entrepreneurs cope up with the emergence of this platform without losing their style and values? Do they retain their style, just follow the trend, or they can do both?
Yeah. Both ako.
Both, si Sir.
Both.
Yeah,
Si Sir din eh.
ako same both. Each of your channels will now have a different role. So for example, dun sa example ni Sir Jerry kanina na nagba-barbecue, yung tao na nandun na nagbebenta on the spot, ang market niya is probably people na dumadaan, transient people, yung mga nagko-commute na who can buy on the spot. But if that store were to have a physical presence, that's now going to target a different set of consumers. Yun na yung mga taong naghahanap ng dadaling barbecue pang Christmas party. Yan.
Yes.
So there are multiple ways and different models so that you can take on those businesses. So yung mga nasa traditional, you just have to figure out, again, pulling it back kanina, identify nyo kung ano yung market ng channel na yun. Tapos, yung strategy nyo na kailangan matuhog sila specifically for that market.
Yun yung actually traditional eh. Diba? Nagbago ang target market mo, magbabago ang strategy mo yung case of distribution management. So nagkataon lang, kaya lang noon napunta sa online, is nakakakuha ko ng bulk sales. But yung retail sales, sayang din eh. Bayo lang doon, sayang din ba yun?
Yeah, for me, I agree with both. Digital marketing is just an innovation also to reach your target clients more. Of course, just like in Sumanity Group, especially with regards to sales, nagagamitan ng credit card. Yung iba kasi walang credit card. They really need to go dun sa office. Ay, oo. Marami, lalo na sa Pilipino, ayaw magbayad online. Natatakot pa rin. Kaya yung traditional pa rin talaga, unlike sa US. Talagang rampant na puro online.
Wala na cash.
Correct. That's why even pagpunta mo pa lang dun sa mall, aalokin ka kaagad ng mga cards nila, loyalty cards, credit cards, unlike in the Philippines, di ba? So talagang kailangan pa rin talaga yung may office ka, may store ka. So,
ganda yun mong nag-highlight mo yung it is only an innovation. Yes. Ikaw naman, Mark.
Yeah, I think it's good na meron ka pa rin brick and mortar store. Kasi so far, I think 1% pa naman yung e-commerce na penetrate ng e-commerce industry. So, malaki yung future natin is nasa e-commerce, online is the future, but may mga Pilipino pa rin naman na hindi pa ganun ka brunong sa online, like our elderly, yung mga hindi pa masyado, yung mga takot pa.
Takot pa, marami.
Yeah, sobrang takot pa nila. So, if you have, let's say, 80% ng mga takot pa, so ang laki na mawawala sa'yo kung puro online ka lang. So, better be ready sa online, but still focus on your brick and mortar.
I'd just like to add, for those na existing brick and mortar, you don't have to shut it down. For those naman that are just starting pa lang talaga, online naman I think is more a better channel to really start. Kasi lower cost model siya. Hindi mo kailangan nga magbayad ng rent, hindi mo kailangan magbayad ng tao. You can operate from a very, very small backyard or household operation pa lang. So, if you're just really starting, going online, setting up your Facebook page and your website doesn't have to be super complicated, pero kailangan lang magmukha ang legit. Kailangan ma-legitimize mo yung sarili mo para you put people at ease na you're somebody that they're transacting na somebody trustworthy. Sabi niyo naman yung mga Pilipino, di ba? I mean, lahat naman tayo takot to a certain extent na mawalan ng pera. It's not easy to earn. Pero the more that you are able to establish yourself as maayos ako kausap, nagde-deliver ako on my transactions, on my products or services, nakakaput ng tao yun at ease. And doing that through online is easier and definitely more cost efficient than doing it physically nowadays. Tsaka sa dami pala ng kailangan mo kausapin on a physical level. Ito, online. Pwede mo siya gawin mag-isa.
Yes.
On the other hand naman, when you're banking on the experience itself, syempre, for example, I would like to have to drink coffee sa isang fashionable na coffee shop. Hindi ko makukuha yun sa online.
Yeah.
So the brick and mortar street nandun pa rin yun, okay pa rin yun. Na, tapos tayo, let's spend sometime sa isang coffee shop. Yung experience mo sa coffee shop, yun ang medyo nawawala. But technically, the sales pa rin, depende sa target market mo. May market na gusto yung experience, may target market ka naman na gusto yung convenience. For example, ako, with my age, hindi na ako lalabas. Diba? Hindi na ako lalabas ng 10 o'clock in the evening para magkape. Para sa akin yun, waste of time yun at saka patutulog na lang ako. So kung gusto ko serving coffee in my coffee ako, o-order na lang ako online, pa-deliver ko na sa bahay, doon na lang ako sa kwarto ko magkakape.
Yeah.
But for our young people, the younger generation, the millennials, mga pamangkin ko, alas 10, alas 11, lalabas pa yan para magkape.
Yes.
Diba? So iba yung ugali, iba yung behavior ng bawat isa. Na pag meron kang both, nakikita mo silang dalawa.
It's nice. Ito, sabi ni Ma'am Catherine Vandertol, our go-negosyo mentor, agree. You need a physical store for the product experience. It goes hand in hand. And then you need flagship store and a powerful website. Shoutout tayo kay Ma'am Eileen May Navarro, watching you all right now daw.
Hello!
Hello,
Hi!
Ayan. So, ito, meron tayong mga on-site mentees dito ngayon. Ayan, hello po guys. Palakpakan natin kayo. And thank you for coming. Meron tayong mga taga-Cavite dito, may taga-Fairview, ha? Para tayong Boy Abon the Talk Show. Okay, sino may tanong? Ano pa yung tanong niyo?
I'm trying to develop a product. However, it's just one. I'm wondering kasi parang in my thinking, would someone just buy one product? Ano yung consumer behavior na if ever I would develop a line of products? Ano yung meaning?
See, I'll start. Starting with one product is actually super critical. I would even suggest developing yung tinatawag natin na parang hero SKU. Something that would really, really stand out, something that you really, really believe in before over-expanding into a number of things. Kasi mas gusto natin dapat na makilala tayo for one particular thing first.
Yes.
And then, once you start promoting yourself, yun yung unang-unang mong ipupush. Then, as people try that one product and have a good or positive experience naman on it, tsaka ngayon magkakaroon ng willingness, mas malaking willingness to be able to try yung mga flanker natin na kasama sa linya.
Kasi sir, it's a very small product.
Okay lang.
It doesn't
Ano po ba yun, ma'am? Yung specific na
It's
item?
just a test run na parang I'm developing ako parang a bomb.
Okay lang. If familiar kayo dun sa sa Chinchansu, yung ganon, up until now, because of the quality of the product and they invested time on building the equity for that SKU, hindi namamatay yung SKU na yun. Pag magpunta kayo sa supermarket at sa butika, nandun pa rin yung item na yun. And so it's important to invest a good amount of effort, even if it's just one item, and keeping it consistent, online, offline, that should help. Tapos, that will then bring in all of the other helps. Okay na?
Follow-up question, sir. If I would launch, if ever I would have a soft launch, what's a minimum inventory na? Because I don't really have an idea.
Okay. Actually, sige, from my experience na lang doing consumer goods, no? Ang inventory niyan is actually something that's workable between you and your manufacturer. I mean, depende yan kung ano yung gusto niyong particular level of forecast. I would recommend for you to target a certain segment muna. Do you think that the product will cater to? don't over-invest on na kapag inisip mo kasi kapag kumuha ka ng malalaking minimum order quantity, magmumura yung production cost ko eh. To limit your risk, you can actually invest in a very, very small amount, whether it be 100, 500, or 1,000. Nasa sa appetite mo na yun for the risk. Start working with that, and then kapag naubos na naman yun or your product gains enough traction, madali malakas, nakatanggal na ng takot or na ma-at-ease na yung loob mo to start producing in larger quantities. So ako, don't overproduce at the very, very start. Particularly, you'll see kapag simula ka mag-produce, you'll get immediate user feedback naman kung ano yung nagustuhan nila, na hindi na masyado nagustuhan. So you can tweak those on your next production run. Hindi siya magiging masyadong mahirap. Don't think na si scale ko agad to na masyadong laki. Learn to start quick, and if it fails, it's okay. Basta you learn faster than the failure. Para the next time na bumawi ka, you are able to adapt.
Okay, anyone?
Share ko lang kasi our family business is into spare parts. Sabi ni OEM spare parts na walang brand, tapos ang ginagawa namin nun, usually pag unang batch ng order namin, makikita namin marami pang reaction, marami pang sasabihin, ito hindi magandang part na to, ito ba. Get those feedback, okay yun. Tweak your product kasi konti lang naman binili mo eh. Wala ko nakita pang first product na lumabas na perfect. It will take years talaga to perfect that. Normally what we do sa gano'n, tinatawag namin yung class A, na spare parts. Hindi pa maganda yan. Okay? Pina-perfect namin until such time yung tao, yung mga customer namin, hindi na nagre-reklamo. Doon na namin nilalagyan ng branding namin at pinalalaki yung order. Kasi, lalo na sa balita negosyante kagaya natin, we have only limited resources. Pag hindi natin na-push out natin, ubos. Hindi na tayo makakakuha ng second round. So, ang gagawin natin is, tinetest natin yung water. Parang naglalangoy. Titikman mo muna yung paa mo muna yung lalagay mo sa tubig bago ka tumalun. Hindi ka naman bigla-bigla tumatalon eh. Tinatansya mo muna yung lalim. Ganun din sa product. Kunti lang, ay mula sa konti, tignan natin, i-tweak natin lahat ng errors natin, make the product perfect, then saka tayo mag-full blast. Ang tawag namin sa atin sa school niya, sa technical terms is before the commercialization, market testing. Normally in product development, there are 7 stages, and the 6th stage is product testing. Naglalabas ka ng produkto sa market, pero konti pa lang. Tinitignan mo lang sila sa position. Kahit sa mga fast FMCG, meron ako isang chichirian na nakita na sa isang convenience store. Kakaiba siya. Nandun ko lang siya nakita. Tinetest niya kung bebenta. Pag hindi bumenta, bakit always, or hindi na pumaabot sa commercialization, hindi na lumalabas sa produkto. Yung tanong mo tayo kasi hindi natin alam kung yung produkto natin mag-click o hindi. Huwag natin isugal lahat ng pera natin.
The bagong term nga for it, it's called MVP or tinatawag na minimum viable product.
Yeah.
So, something na kumbaga mapagtsatsagaan na or something that's already workable. Maybe tulad sabi si Jerry, not yet perfect, not yet something that yung ibupusta mo yung bahay mo. Pero something na you want to learn from already. So kung yung formulation nyo dyan ma'am is bomb sa, do you think that formulation is something na ma-accept na ng mga tao? It passes at the very least your own personal standards or your own quality assurance standards. Then, pwede nyo nang i-explore, try ibenta to a small group, not too much inventory. Tapos kapag, yun, sabi ni Jerry, kapag nakita mo may confidence, may konti na siyang traction, then tsaka ka ngayon mag-go after the efficiencies na if I produce X thousand na, magiging mas mura na yung production cost ko. So, yun, let's identify kung ano muna yung pinaka okay na or papasa na sa atin. Experiment with that and then move forward afterwards.
Right.
Trial and error yan eh.
Kasi nangyari yan sa akin. Bigay ko na lobby. 200,000 ang aking pumuna. Pagbalik ko galing Germany. Sinaka yung bikini ko. Wala. Na zero. As in.
Siguro learning from that experience lang. So, hey ma'am, may capital expense na tayo. By doing something online, pare, papabig mo na yun sa ibang tao na pwede namang mag-toll manufacture for you.
Puro
Tapos,
utang.
tsaka ka na lang mag-invest into your own resources.
Right.
Outsource ka muna.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, hindi rin naman talaga ako ang nagdala. Yung kapatid ko. So, siguro, kung enhance ka, siguro hindi ko na naman yan. Oo.
Actually, we talk about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Na merong nag-promote na OFW from Japan siya. Ang gusto niyang maging business is bigas daw, bigasan. Pero tatanong siya kung ideal ba na while he's out of the country mag-business siya. From our mentors from yesterday, ang suggestion nila is medyo mahirapan siya kasi nga mahirap yung nandun ka and then you keep on calling someone here na relative mo asking kung ano na nangyari. So kayo po ba, ano po bang opinion about that?
Yan parang relationship din yan eh.
Ang haba.
Diba? Mahirap mag-long distance relationship. Yung lost, mahirap. Recently kausap ko ang ninang ko sa kasal. Sabi niya sa akin, Jerry, tuturo ka na pwede-tindahan ka. Ano ba talaga gusto mo? Diba? Imposible. Pag nag-negosyo ka, total focus mo na dyan. Diba? Yung sabi niya sa akin. So, thinking about it, sabi ko kung ano. So, nung nagbibigay na doon, medyo kuha lang ako ng konti. Bawas-bawas sa konti. So, talagang focus. Yun ang sikreto eh. Diba? Lalo na if you have employees, hindi ko naman sinasabi lahat. Diba? Hindi ko naman sinasabi lahat. But there are employees na they don't appreciate yung effort natin sa kanila. Diba? Na minsan, if you trust them with handling the money, na yung mga ganong bagay, na inventory lalo na ako sa pagkain eh. Diba? Hindi ba sila nakakahawak ng pera dahil diretso sa kahanan, supermarket, but they still handle inventory. Diba? Nagulat nga ako yung chicharon ko may suka sa loob eh. Hindi ko nang pinagsasama ang suka at saka ang chicharon. Usually ang chicharon ko is toppings. Pero anong ginagawa ng suka sa loob ng plastic ng chicharon? So basically, hindi ayaw ko magbintang. But still, you have the idea of what's going on. Kasi hindi ako ang personal nandun sa tindahan. Ganun po na yan.
That's what also Sir Joey suggested sa isang ating mentor na OFW din siya nung nakaraang SM Hall of Asia. Tapos, ang sinabi naman sa kanya ni Sir Joey is best if he remains muna for now sa OFW, invest, magkaroon siya ng capital, and then kapag ready na talaga siya, nandito na siya sa Philippines, for good na, then saka venture into business.
Yes.
Any question po? Yes.
Okay, say, Sir Gamer.
Yes.
How much naman yung paggawa ng app?
After website.
Yeah, yes.
Application.
Para lang din yung mga nanonood din silang
Sa mobile application, subjective kasi it depends dun sa pinaka-function or yung modules na gagamitin natin. Pag sinabi kasi app, medyo malawak. Is it kailangan geolocation ba niyan? May reservation ba siya? May booking? So kami hindi kami kaagad nakakapagbigay ng price. So may ginagawa kami process na meeting, tapos functional requirements review, tapos business review.
Pero how much ang range? Kasi yung sa amin, biggest page sa ibang bansa ginawa. Ngayon, gusto ko lumaw
Okay, so you're looking for...
Yeah.
Sa amin siguro...
Kapalit na ako ng ano.
Alternative at also ba yan?
Yeah. So let's talk about it later. So I get ano kasi ng price, pero I think yung the safest minimum is I think 150.
That's for the mobile app.
That's for the mobile app pala.
Ano na yung content? Kayo na sa
Yes,
content,
it's
video?
not yes. Ay, video tsaka content, most likely sa client kasi namin siya kinukuha.
Okay, sa
So
social
more
media.
post of lang UI UX design tapos turn into code. Yeah, we use native. Yung sa inyo po ba cross-platform development or isang development lang tapos dalawang output Android iOS?
Dalawa na.
Dalawa. Okay. Kasi we use native, iba yung development sa Android tsaka sa iOS para mas mas okay. Yeah. So we can talk about it later.
Usap daw kayo mamaya. Mag-stay yan si Jay.
Ayan, isa pa ma'am.
Yeah, kasi
Meron pa.
Ilan ba yung sa lahat po? Ilan yung idea na kasi gagawa ko ng mobile app? So, nung nagkalakal-kalabarsan kasi kami sa Mega Mall, sabi ni Sir Clark Lebrow, please lagay mo na sa app mo to. Kasi para yung tao hindi na mahihirapan na maghanap saan makukuha itong products na to and mo-market talaga siya. Pero sabi ko, Sir Clark, napakarami kasing products. Pero ilan ba yung pwedeng ideal na mag-start?
Theoretically, it depends on your resources. Diba? Ano kaya mo i-produce, ano kaya ng mga current na mo. For example, sir, gaano pa karaming market ko? Hindi ka pwede mong nationwide kung ang truck mo iisa. Diba? Kasi ito yung mental makakalimutan sa marketing eh. Gusto nila mag-increase lang paggawa ko ng marketing plan, lalo yung mga ini-increase nila yung gagawa sila ng campaign. Definitely i-increase ang benta nila. Ang kinakalimutan nila yung basic resources. So for example, dati bumebenta ako ng 100 keys. Gagawa ko ng campaign, it becomes 1,000 keys. Tutuwa ka, represent mo 1,000 keys. But is it viable? Ilan ang truck available sa'yo? Hindi niya ginawa ng plano. Sa isang truck, ilan cash ang case? Sa isang biyahe, gaano katagal? So technically, posible yung makabenta ka ng 1,000. Ang problema doon, paano mo i-deliver? Diba? So kasama dapat sa plano mo, nag-increase ako, paano ko siya i-deliver? Mag-rent ba ako ng truck? Pupunta ba ako kay sir? Papadala ko na. So kasama sa plano dapat yan. Diba? Normally, plan is a plan. Pero in-execute mo, it's another thing. Diba? Doon mo nakikita yung doon mo nakikita yung butas ng plan mo eh. Diba? O nga no, nakabenta nga ako ngayon. Paano ko i-deliver to? So it should be part of the plan kasi may budget, may costing din yan. So it's up to you kung anong resources.
Ako, as a recommendation, you start with your fastest sellers. Kung saan yung existing nyo na benta or kung ano yung pinakamalakas nyo mga produkto, put those first and front and center nung store nyo online or even inside the application. Kasi more likely than not, yung karamihan ng mga customer na nakakakilala dun sa tindahan nyo or sa brand nyo will be looking for that product and then saka sila magkakaroon, titingin into your other product lines. Ngayon, depende rin yan kung anong objective nyo for your online store. Na some people utilize their online store para i-showcase yung buong assortment nila, yung lahat ng linya ng produkto na hindi naman nila maipasok to, let's say, sa supermarket or other resellers. And that's okay. Pero, tulad sabi si Jerry, you have to make sure na it's feasible na i-carry ba yung lahat ng produkto na yan in front. Pero mas mahalaga na yung pinakamalakas nyo at yung pinakagusto nyo talagang ibenta. Yun yung dapat ma-highlight. Kasi kapag nalunod lang yung tinda mix of sobrang dami yung SKUs or sobrang dami yung produkto, hindi rin kayo makikilala for anything in particular. It's nice na there's one thing that people know you for at babalik-balik ang kanila.
Terminology, we call it marketing, brand positioning. Kung saan tayo nakikilala na pag sinabing, hindi kami nag-endorse ng any brand for example, for learning pag sinabing McDo, anong masarap doon? French fries. Talagang makikita pupunta mo dyan for the fries. Diba? Pag si Jollibee, it's always the chicken joy. So yun yung sasabi sir
Sir,
na.
parang nagutom naman kami.
Diba, sorry may talaga ako na So parang ganon, anong ka makikilala? Ano yung flagship carrier mo na product mo?
Ako for me, maidagdag ko lang since we're talking about the products and the inventory. Ma-share ko lang yung company ng parents ko. So they're into construction hardware. So they started with a 25,000 pesos budget, siguro 35 years ago, doing the hollow blocks. So meron silang mga machines ng hollow blocks. I think one hollow block maker is 25,000. So doon nag-start. And because of course, when doing houses or buildings, hindi naman hollow blocks lang yung kailangan. Okay? So, meron na nag-i-inquire bigla ng coco lumber. So, after the hollow blocks, of course, magtatayo yan, di ba? Meron na kaagad din silang coco lumbers. So, after coco lumbers, bigla nagkaroon ng cement. And then gravel, and then sand. For me, may sasuggest ko lang, if we're talking about the focus, law of supply and demand. Ano yung pinakamabili? Hindi ka pwedeng basta kasi umorder ng bakal. Why? Kasi ang mahal ng bakal, yung tinatawag natin default perform bars. Bakit hindi ka pwede basta mag-stock? Nagkakaroon siya ng biglang fluctuation of prices, biglang bumabagsak. Ang mahal ng bili mo, nagbayad ka ng, let's say, 500,000 in one delivery, biglang bumagsak into 2. Doon ka lugi. So it depends check mo rin yung law of supply and demand, and of course also yung mga prices ng products and inventory. So I think, yeah, yun yung pwede ko i-suggest.
Bigyan ako ng sample ng ginagawa ko dating mali. Hindi ko sample ng mali ko dati. Nung araw, meron akong karinderya. So, gusto kong magtinda ng soft drinks. Ngayon, anong soft drinks, anong brand ng soft drinks ang ibebenta ko? Ako hindi ako nag-iisip noon. Bibili ako lahat, tigi isang case. Tapos mapapansin ko, isang brand na tumatakbo. So, yung ibang brand ko, natutulog yung pera ko doon. Yun yung isa sa malaking problema. Imbis yung pera mo, mabilis umikot. Natutulog ako doon. Then, tendency, masisira, mabubutas, ano nung problem na nangyari. Nasisira, wala na. Natatap, wala nang puhunan. Kung bumili lang sana ako ng ilang bot, ilang lata, each, then pinag-aralan ko, ano ang mabenta, doon ako bibili ng marami. Yung iba, konti-konti lang, para magkaroon na ng meron lang. Mas nakapag-save ako. Kasi lalo na sa food, ang talo na, ang pinakamalaking talo natin sa food industry, wastage. Kaya magpa-allowance ka sa wastage eh. Di ba? Laki ng wastage natin. Hindi, pagdating na ng 1 o'clock, meron pang laman yung kaldero ko, nainis na ako eh. Dahil alam ko, by 2 o'clock, kailangan dispatchin ko na yun eh. Di ba? Yun yung wastage na, yung shelf life niya.
Okay, so nasagot mo ba? Parehas sa sagot ni Ma'am, diba? Nasagot parehas na sagot yung tanong ninyo. Anyone pa po? Meron pa po ba? Yeah, sir.
About po, for example, you're a startup business. Tapos, may marami nag-inquire about investing with your business. Kumbaga, ano po bang mapapayo niyo bilang young entrepreneur? May experience naman po ako sa pagdating po sa finance kasi doon po ako nag-work po ako sa mga financial company before and mga banking industry. And then, medyo natatakot ako kapag meron naman akong model po ng scheme ng investment for my side. Pero natatakot akong i-risk kasi syempre yung entrepreneur nga, mamaya, as in nalugi na rin ako before sa business. And then, itong new venture ng business, okay naman siya. Marami po nag-inquire about investment sa business na to.
Sir, ito yung barbecue and chicken mo?
Yes, sa food na po na to. Marami pong willing mag-invest with the business. Kasi lang, medyo may takot ako na baka malugi yung pera nila. And then, baka in the end, di ba, ako pa yung take ng risk ng legal matters.
Yun po, mentors, any advice?
Ako, siguro from what I would advise is, syempre with giving up or asking for investment, it's another cook in the kitchen. It's another input. It's another source of input. So, yung pag-accept ng investment is depende on the situation ng company ninyo. The most of the people that I see na naghahanap na ng investment are the ones that are already looking to scale. Meaning, feeling nila ready at marketable, commercially viable na talaga yung produkto nila, and they want to get more money kasi hindi nila kaya intayin na yung dividends or yung kita nila mag-abot over time. So, one thing, hindi ka dapat matakot about legal battles kasi kung maayos yung pag-set up nyo ng mga papel nun, maliwanag yun na there's also a shared risk naman from the amount of shares that they would get. Sa akin, be only willing to accept the amount of investment equivalent to the amount of control na baka willing kang i-give up. Kasi the more na mas malaki yung share ng tao on your company, the more that their opinions have to be listened to. And siguro as a general rule of thumb, parang kung gusto mo ikaw pa rin yung mag-lead ng business, maximum 49%. Dapat 51 nasa iyo pa rin para you can drive sa majority of the...
Actually, ano po kami, may kasosyo ako dito, 50-50 kami with the business. And then, ang sabi ko sa kanya, kasi medyo may ano po ako sa finance with, may konting ano po ako sa finance. May konting kaalaman na nun kasi nag-work po po ako sa finance na company sa banking industry. And sabi ko, we cannot give our at least 40% of our business. Kasi 50-50 na nga tayo eh. We can, parang siguro, bebenta natin yung share at least mga 20% para may profit pa tayo na 80%.
Siguro, one step lang. Maski dun sa 50-50 nyo, feeling ko may isa dapat sa inyo mag-49 at may isa mag-51. Just so merong final call.
Ako po yung 51, siya po yung
Oh, yun. So, yun. That's good.
Ako.
So, dun naman sa, kuwari, how much are you willing to share? Kung so, kuwari, willing kayo na around 20 lang yung 20% lang ng equity nyo yung i-give up, or hindi siya actually i-give up eh. Yung kumbaga ipagpapalit nyo for the additional money that's coming in. Tapos conscious kayo on that choice and also clear kung ano yung level of involvement na kayang ibigay ng 20% nito sa incoming investor, then that's something na viable. Again, it's up to ano yung appetite mo to lose, hindi naman to lose control pero to share some of the decision making.
That's lang.
So I have a different insight kasi kung sa aking karinderya, ang idea ko lang doon, tatlo lang kami, na naging 5. May sumayin na. Okay. After that, ang problema ko sa partnership is both side talo ka eh. Number 1, paano talo? Nung kumikita kami, ang ibang partner ko, kulang daw ang share na binibigay ko sa kanila. Nung hindi na kami kumikita, ang kine-claim naman ng partner ko, sisihan. Nagiging nagsisihan. Ikaw kasi ganito. So, technically, sa akin kasi depende kung sino ang partner mo eh. Mas importante ba yung pera sa'yo o mas importante ang relationship? Kung mas importante ang relationship, I don't think you have to do partnership with a friend. Sino kasi actually to give you idea, yung partner ko, best friend ko, since kinder 1, hanggang mag-college kami. Sa halagang 50 din away kami. So, ganun lang yung amount ng friendship, 50,000. So, sabi ko nga, hindi maiwasan eh. Kaya when I open up my new store, nga itong mga medyo lugawan, ang partner ko, asawa ko. Di ba? Mas magandang partner yung asawa mo. Bakit? Kailangan kayo magsuportahan eh. Diba? Partners in life nga kayo, di ba?
Yes.
Diba? Nung pinakasalan mo yan, kasama mo na yan. Diba? Lahat ng bagay kasama mo na yan. So kami ang mag-partner dyan. Okay? May kanya kami na kayo ng assignment. Pero yun lang ang ano ko sa partnership. Even ngayon natuturo ako, sabi ko, if you cannot take yung mawala yung relationship, huwag ka mag-partnership. Ang importante sa iyo yung relationship. Diba? Kasi asawa mo maintindihan ka eh. Kaibigan mo hindi ka maintindihan eh. I go for single proprietor or yung bago na ngayon, one corporation.
Ako naman, suggest ko lang kasi there are some companies who really approach us to do marketing for them. And ang approach nila is we're just going to have an equity. And some of the companies, may mga shares kami, what we're giving to them, not the financial capacity, but the marketing, the services. So they give us like 10% and we accepted that. And then kapag ayaw na namin, it's just easy for us to just sell it. And then may isang company na ibenta ko na, I received the cash already. I think what I can suggest, it depends eh. Meron kasi talagang sinuswerte na kapartner. Napakarami kong friends who are billionaires right now because of the partnership. Kasi ang sabi nila, if you really want to expand, you really need to have financial capability and partnership. In my case, I have so many friends who are billionaires right now because of the partnership. Talaga makikita mo na, wow, it depends eh. In my case, under TAG Media Group, may gustong bumili ng company. Sa umpisa, okay, sige, ito ang sharing natin. In other words, hindi natuloy. Oo, Chinese, I'm not saying na, Chinese, sorry sir. Basta hindi siya natuloy, magkaiba kami ng direction. No? it's very overwhelming kasi sasabihin mo, wow, may gustong bumili, di ba? Pero you really need to check and choose sino-sino yun. Kasi dapat, one more thing, it's not just the financial, dapat relax ka rin with the trust. Di ba? Meron din ganito, I have a client that I endorse to my sister. Yung sister ko nag-invest sa kanya. Kasi sinasabi niya, palagi, kumikita kami ng malaki, ang dami kong branches, which is totoo. Pero for 2 years until now, wala pa siyang report sa sister ko. Hi! Di ba? Hindi, ang point natin dito is, you really need to check the track record. Tapos yun nga, yung...
May dabo.
Oh, dapat. Kasi may friend ako na nanonood ngayon. Ayan. Nawala pa silang contract nung friend ko rin isa. Hindi sila naging partner without me. Until now, verbal. Nakaisang taon na yung company, verbal pa rin. So, dapat documented. Oo, legal talaga. So, ngayon nagpapakiramdaman. Actually, sister, I want to buy 50% of that company.
Ma'am, pwede magpahabol. Sorry, nabanggit na yung ano. Kasi sa biggest page, so, friend kami, founder. So, walang issue sa amin yan kung sino ang kumatrabaho, sino ang malaki ang investment. So, sabi ng isang kaibigan namin, social media marketing, Chris, ikaw ang face ng biggest page. So, dapat may hinihingi kang kahit konting para sa'yo. Kasi parang alagaan mo yung friendship nyo. Kasi para lang, alam mo yun, para lang hindi daw masira yung relationship nyo. Na alam mo yung kung ano yung para sa'yo dahil sa ginagawa mong marketing, online or offline. So, paano ko ba sasabihin sa kanya yun na hindi siya ma-open? Alam mo yun?
Ay, ako.
Sige,
Kasama pala.
Ako na sige.
Ginagawa lang nila, ina-advise lang nila.
I think kung maganda yung relationship ninyo and as business partners, putting things into paper is something that shouldn't be a big problem. Kasi, kumbaga, alam nyo na pare-parehas yung pupuntahan yung direction and yung objectives nyo are all the same. So, putting things to paper is just a matter of, magiging a matter of formality siya. Not to say it's going to be super easy. Siyempre, may pagkatalo yan along the way. Pero, if the objectives are all the same, putting things on paper so that should there be some bigger conflicts later on or just a shift in the situation, hindi mahirap na gusto mong ibenta, gusto mong i-liquidate. Hindi siya magiging masyadong mahirap. So, you just have to align first bago kayo to get into the legal side of things. Yan. Para hindi kayo pupunta na parang you're trying to draw lines in the sand. No? Ito akin, ito akin. So, ano yung objective? Pag lahat naman kayo align on the objective, then that's when you go through the process. Hopefully magawa niyan earlier para hindi na larger sums of money yung pinag-uusapan.
Alam mo, learning from them nila, sila being engineering great sir. Alam mo, going back to sa issue namin noon, nag-trigger ang away dun sa siningit lang. Hindi dun sa main thing. Kasi yung dalawang makakasama ko, kilala ko eh. Alam ko yung takbo nila eh. Pero yung dalawang sumingit, isa doon, hindi ko nakagustuhan. No? Probably, kaya nga partnership ang tawag din eh. Mas importante yung relationship eh. How well do you know this person? Comfortable ka magkatrabaho to. Actually, kasi kasalanan ko rin. I know that kakasilin namin yung grades elementary. But alam ko yung ugali na hindi ko gusto. But because she's part of Barkada, and Barkada, pinilit. Siguro doon ka po nagkamali. Hindi porke Barkada mo, pwede yung partner. Diba? Hindi porke Barkada. Kapatid mo nga, kabagala ko na nag-aaway pa kayo. Barkada pa kayo. Diba? Siguro, realizing from what they have said, siguro yung trust talaga importante.
In terms naman dun sa relative and also dun sa hindi mo relative, ang pagkakaiba, ito yung na-learn ko naman sa parents ko because of the construction. Kapag kasi kamag-anak mo yung kumuha, pwedeng ibigay mo na lang eh, di ba? Kasi kinuha niya, parang tulong mo na. Pag hindi mo relative, mahirap eh. Oo, so may advantage and disadvantage. Baka naman yung relative naman, nagtitake advantage. Kasi nga relative.
Kahit diba sa employee, di ba mahirap yun?
Oo, so may advantage and disadvantage.
Right. So, in connection, or you should be careful in much sa ating audience. Very good. Very much. Napaka-participative na ating audience today. And maraming salamat po. So, shoutout muna tayo kay Sir Butch Salvador, watching right now.
Hey, Idol!
Mabuhay ang marketing
Hey,
secretary,
Idol!
Mr. Zeriao. Ayan. Shoutout din kay Sir Joel Cruz, our Go Negosyo Mentor, and Diane Kate. And now we go back naman sa ating Mentor Me app, which is the Mentor Me Online. Meron si Sir Miguel na mentorship dito. So, ano yung sinishare? Can you share to
Yeah,
us?
so yung isang question is coming from Jo. Jo, kung nanonood ka, so we'll try to address and get the heads of everybody here para makatulong. No? So, I think si Jo asked na meron siyang store inside Shopee and months na daw yung dumadaan, wala pa masyadong increase. So, I think the question is parang how do we generate sales online, lalo na I think meron naman si Jong Facebook page, meron siyang Shopee account. So, that's something that we'd like to address. So, start ko na kasi nasilip ko na yung page niya. So, Jo, dun sa page natin on Shopee, I look through the products and one of the things that we can improve is actually to stand out in the marketplace. No? So, siguro just to enlighten everybody, ang Shopee and Lazada, those marketplaces are kumbaga, para siyang online malls. Doon ganun natin siya tingnan. If ang products natin or the things that we post don't really stand out or there's something that medyo mas common about it, we have to find a way to carve our own niche or make ourselves a little bit more visible. So, similar to anything, kapag pinicturean mo lang yung product mo, that might not stand out as much. So, Jo, first, I appreciate na ginandahan mo na yung pictures of your product. So, that's the first thing I'd like to tell
Ano
also
yung binibenta
everyone.
niya, sir?
Ang binibenta niya is shampoo bars.
Shampoo bar sa Shopee.
Sa Shopee. So, may sinatawag silang yummy shots pagka when you're doing it online so that it's as close to the experience as much as possible. So, those kinds of things kailangan din natin idagdag into the content. So, initially, for example, inside Shopee, dun sa items ninyo, it's more of just the product. There's an opportunity to show how those products are reacting or paano ba siya in a context that they're being used. Mabula ba siya? Ano ba yung scent niya? Those are the things that you can actually share or add as details. Whether you take more photos na makakakita kung ano yung mga ingredients nun, paano ba siya ginagamit, and it does not hurt always to have people in the ads that you are posting or the pictures that you're posting kasi it gives people a means to be able to associate themselves with products you're selling. So, siguro comparing lang yung situation with your leading shampoo brands in the Philippines, madami yun, and I used to work for some of them. Almost never tayo nakakita ng produkto na walang tao na gumagamit ng produkto. Hindi naman siya naliligo, pero at least yung nararamdaman niya kung ano yung experience, di ba? So, makita mo laging long, black, shiny hair yung gamit nila. And na-associate nila yung imagery na yun with the product kasi ganun yung itsura ng tao kasama ng ad. So that's something that we can improve. Aside from that, sa Facebook side mo naman, Jo, there's an opportunity to really also add more content or add more things that people can refer to. Let's just not go into the habit of reposting yung links ng Shopee products natin into your Facebook account. So, Facebook is your identity if you don't have a website pa sa kasalukuyan. So, it's nice to talk about your product, your company, who you are, rather than just hindi lang siya basta paglalako. That's an opportunity. Yeah.
Content.
Yeah, mai-add ko lang din na when we say digital marketing, it's marketing our campaigns using any electronic devices. So don't forget, hindi ko nilagay mo rin sa Shopee or sa Lazada or sa Lora, yun na yun. People needs to understand also na meron ka doon. You can use, of course, he mentioned, like, pwede mo rin i-shoutout sa Twitter, put it also in Instagram, and also using Facebook. So, don't just settle sa pagpo-post lang in one place.
Continuing kasi traditional, ito ang pagkakaiba ng traditional at digital. Sa traditional, pwede mong kulit-kulitin yung customer mo. Sa digital, it's the content. Content is the key. Hindi siya bibili kasi kinukulit mo siya bumili. Okay? So if you look at some of the content ng mga popular fast food, they are not telling you to buy the product, but they are just showing it on the side of their no. For example, sa Facebook, ayaw na ayaw mong binibenta. Ang pinaka-ayaw ko yung ipopost mo sa page ko yung brochure ng produkto mo. Normally, ang power kasi sa digital is nasa audience, hindi na sa seller. Kung ayaw ko sa iyo at pinipilit mo bentahan, i-bla-bla kita, i-unfriend kita, i-bla-bla kita, tapos ka na. But, if I like your content, nag-enjoy ako, natawa ko, a good example yung, again, I'm not endorsing a brand, na LSS ako doon sa kanta ni Malichan sa McDonald's. Natuwa ako doon sa video, nilike ko, that's an organic like. Mas maganda yun kesa sa binos mo daw, sabi nila. Kasi tendency, ito yung talagang bibili at nagiging interesado sa'yo. Hindi ako maglalike sa'yo kung pinipilit mo akong binibentahan ng isang product to. Pero ilalike ko yan kung nakita ko yung produkto mong ginamit ko at natuwa ako sa pag-execute mo ng campaign mo. Okay? Sa Binil, meron kami isang campaign kasi our department is into working students. Hindi namin sinabing, we are now accepting enrollee. Very common yun. So ang ginawa namin, dahil working student ang mga estudyante namin, kumuha kami ng dalawang side na isang gabi, isang umaga, na sinabi na namin, learn at night, apply in the morning. Ganun lang. So walang hard selling. Number one, pinaka no-no, is a hard selling. I'm a trainer for a certain real estate company at madalas ang mga real estate, yun yung mga gumagawa na i-print, yung lalabas, i-scan yung kanyang brochure at makikisquatter sa mga kung saan page. Please don't do that. It's a no-no. Email blasting. May mga rules din yan. Diba? Sabi nga na, paano nagiging spam? Nagiging spam ang isang email pag yung same content ulit-ulit mong pinapadala. Please. Pag nagpadala ka na ngayon, pag nagpadala ko ulit, ibahin mo naman yung content. Para may mabasa naman ko na bago, parang hindi tawagin yung spamming. It also may difference.
Yeah, so I think the content is more designed sa dapat to be able to evoke emotion. So kung walang nakuhang, wala siyang, hindi natatouch yung mga tao, whether or not natatawa sila, natutuwa, nalulungkot, or whatever, hindi nila mapapasok yung sarili nila in the situation that you're trying to share in that posting. So it's a matter of how are you able to communicate na you can be as happy, as satisfied with the person inside the ad dahil ginagamit mo yung produkto na yun. So yun, I think that's something that we can improve on para makita, to be able to help drive traffic to your Shopee stores and even on your Facebook inquiries para mas pumasok siya. Again, tao lang naman tayo, may konting inggitero or inggitera mindset tayo. Pag kami masayang ibang tao, you want to figure out ano ba yung nagpapasasaya dun sa tao yun and whether or not they get it from their shampoo bar or something that they eat. Sometimes that emotion is what we're trying to do.
To add lang dun sa emotion, if you're going to check, there are so many products na pare-pareho. If you're going to check also the campaigns of the leading restaurants right now, ito nga yung binanggit ni Sir kanina, saka yung competition noon na may B, diba? There's always story in their campaigns. Talagang nagbabayad sila ng mahal sa mga models, dito sa mga endorsers, and there's a story. Diba? Yung naiiyak ka pa, meron ako napanood, na yung mga short film, short stories, siguro mga 2 minutes. Nakakaiyak talaga, yung ikakasal, tapos hindi pala siya yung papakasalan. May gano'n. So, the campaigns now are targeting the emotion of the target clients na hindi mo makalimutan. So ngayon, pag nagutom tayo, gusto natin doon tuloy pumunta. Diba?
Lesson in branding, sabi kami ni Sir Adi Peña, an icon sa industriya. Sinabi sa akin, Jerry, a good brand, a good advertising tells the story of your brand. Ano ang kwento ng produkto mo, ano ang kwento ng brand nito. Gawin mo yun.
Last lang, add lang kay Sir Jerry. So he mentioned earlier na kapag dinaan mo sa kulit or binomba mo lang sa kahit na mag-boost ka na marami on Facebook at Instagram ngayon, if it's kung paulit-ulit lang yung pinopost mo, hindi rin siya magiging gano'ng ka-effective. Let's keep in mind, yung Philippines parang on an average parang 4 hours per day nasa social media tayo. So, 8 na ba ngayon? So, yun. So, kapag paulit-ulit lang yung nakikita mo, over time nagiging white noise siya or hindi mo na siya pinapansin. Kumbaga, it's the equivalent of sa TV, papalitan mo yung channel habang nagpe-play yung ad. So, from my experience, every 2 to 3 weeks, there should be an effort na to show a little bit of something else para medyo maging mas disruptive siya or yung tinatawag nating thumb stopping yung ads mo when you're scrolling. Hindi naman siya kailangan maging sobrang laking pagbabago. Just change a little bit of something para hindi naman siya parehas ng parehas lang yung nakikita mo over time. So, yun yung isang tip na
Thank you, sir. Ikaw naman, Zaymar, speaking of content creation.
Yeah, for Facebook marketing, since Facebook marketing is one of our services, most of the kasi clients kasi tumitingin sa reviews, sa testimonials. So, better na pangalagaan natin yung reviews sa Shopee rin, sa Lazada. Kung ikaw yung customer, lahat naman na nagiging customer, unang tinitingnan natin is the product, next is the review.
Ako din,
Next,
pag bibili ako.
yeah. Actually, review na nga before the price.
Yes.
Hindi natin titignan ngayon. So, kailangan pwede kang makiusap sa mga friends mo na i-review mo naman to. Something like this. It's like organic. It's work. This experience namin, it's work naman kasi may mga pupunta, hindi naman alam nila na friend mo yung nag-review. It's fake review but it's helping you.
Yeah. And siguro better, patayin mo sana yung product.
Yeah.
Para maging mas legitimate yung interview nila. I mean, these are your friends. Hindi naman siguro sasamayin loob natin. Bigyan natin sila ng sample. Para they can, nasisense naman ng mga tao kapag yung reviews are fabricated.
Yeah.
Or
Fabricated kasi masyadong
maayos eh. And if anything nga, any review from other countries that we've worked with, parang kapag yung review mo is sobrang taas, 5 stars, ganyan, nagiging kaduda-duda na siya. So, anywhere between 1.5, 3.5 to 4.5 is a good, authentic, kasi hindi mo naman sasatisfy lahat all the time. Yeah.
Thank you, mentor. Sabi ni JM Villaruel, si Jo, thank you to all of you. I will try to learn the right and better way to market my products. Nag-comment siya sa ating Facebook Live. And maraming salamat sa iyo, Jo, sa paggamit ng Mentor Me app. So sa mga nanonood din, download na rin po kayo ng ating Mentor Me app. So just go to your Google Play Store and Apple Store. And just to wrap up our session, I'd like to ask for the final tips from you, mentors. Ayan.
Okay.
Sir Jerry.
Okay. Again, digital and traditional, hindi sila magkalaban. They work together. But ang pagkakaiba lang nila, in terms of digital, hindi mo pwede kang masyadong makulit, so aggressive in terms, like what you have learned in traditional marketing. Content ang hinahanap ng customer. Ano ang kwento ng product mo, ano ang kwento ng brand mo. Yun ang important.
Thank you, sir. So ayan, mahalaga ang kwento ng iyong negosyo. Next is Mark.
For me naman, the keyword is online is the future. So yun ay talaga yung next big thing, online na talaga. You can start small, Facebook page, website, and you can start even with email. So yung email mo dapat domain mo na, sarili mo ng domain, hindi ka na nakinig-post sa Gmail or Yahoo. So it's a part din. So yung mga small things na yun, yung kasi yung mga online presence, pag kumpleto ka ng website, Facebook page, online shop, mas malaki yung tingin nila sa'yo. Mas yung reputation mo online, malaki kahit nagsimula ka pa lang. So it start with small. Kasi thinking ng iba, digital is mahal. Parang gagas sila ng mahal. So it's not true. Facebook's free. Website development nowadays is cheaper than before. So let's turn our business to digital.
So share mo naman sa amin paano kanila makakonect.
Yeah, you can search Highly Succeed Inc. sa Facebook or highlysucceed.com. So we provide website services. We're Microsoft partner. Ang handle namin is the Bistro Group, TGI Fridays, Italianis, Frankie's Wings. Yun yung mga biggest restaurant client namin today. So yeah, you can search Highly Succeed.
Thank you, Zaymar. Yeah, next is Grace.
Of course. So we mentioned already na testimonials, reviews are very important, especially now na malapit ng holidays. Di ba we're checking where to the top 10 destination here in Manila, top 10 destination in Taiwan. We're doing that. So that's why if you need, that's why bloggers are there. So you can check us on Facebook, Pinoy Blogger. We have 2,000 bloggers to help you to do your campaign. So check also our website na kagagawa lang, kaka-improve lang ni Jmar. That's calmedia.asia. And just like to invite also, this coming January 2020, we're going to open again the nomination for Asia Leaders Awards na kaka-improve lang din ni Jmar. So don't forget for the website kay Jmar.
Very okay, thank you, sir. Next, sir.
Okay, so for those na nagsistart ng business and we recommend that you start online. Tulad na sabi ni Zemar kanina, hindi naman kailangan malaking investment ang gagawin mo to be able to start your own Facebook page and putting the right amount of content there. Also, for those na MSMEs, dahil alam naman namin marami kayong trabaho na ginagawa, you are the purchasing, sales, marketing, at lahat ng iba-ibang parts of your business. Look for the right tools to simplify your yung buhay mo. And by doing so, may improve mo yung experience and convenience ng mga tao that are requiring for you. So, shameless plug na. So, those naman na naghahanap ng delivery, you can look for us. Sa QuadX, just go to gogoexpress.com. Madali na mag-sign up for account. All it takes is actually just your email and your cell phone number. Tapos we can already help you with your deliveries and even your collection of seafood. So, look for partners like us, partners like sila Jmar and all of our team all here. Kasi lahat kami, ang point namin is gusto namin tulungan ang MSMEs like you guys.
Right. Maraming salamat for a very, very inspiring and encouraging talk with our mentors. Maraming salamat sa ating mga negosyantes na nanood today. Subaybayan niyo ang aming Mentor Me Online tomorrow. Meron tayong 10 a.m. to 12 noon dito ulit sa ating co-working space in Go Negosyo. Ang topic po natin is franchising. Makakasama natin si Zine Overo of Nail It, Bong Magpayo of Sumo Takoyaki and Sweet Corner, Sir Ofris of Cesarea, and Sir Boots Boots Bartolome of GMB Franchise. So si Sir yung behind Damang Inasal and other big brands here in the Philippines. At syempre, pakita niyo naman sila. Ay maraming salamat sa ating mga on-site mentors. Sabi po ay marami kayo natutunan today and you can continue your mentorship session with our mentors after po nitong ating Mentor Me Online. Ay, sabay-sabay po tayo sa Go Negosyo.
Pilipinas, angat lahat!